light a fire they can't put out. Carve your name into those shining stars. He said go venture far beyond the shores. Don't forsake this life of yours. I'll guide you home no matter where you are. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. When I was just a kid I heard him say, when you get older your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me. These are the nights that never die. My father told me.
Hello everyone, I'm Chloe Ray.
And I'm Satira Mancini, and we would like to welcome you guys to the first year's edition of The V.
Welcome to spooky season, Wayne Valley. As you can see, we're not in our usual setup for the October V. Our filming studio is now my house.
But don't worry, we still have a great show planned for you.
We are so excited to bring you all that is in store. School news will fill us in on the new hybrid scheduling for this year and the procedures of sanitation for the health of students and staff. Then community news will give you the latest scoop on the newly open Whole Foods and strip mall, as well as updates on the pandemic and how everyone has been coping in our community.
After that, sports will give us all the latest news on Wayne Valley sports teams.
Let's head over to Brett and Emily to take a deeper look at this year's hybrid scheduling.
High school is a time for all of us to live our lives to the fullest and make great memories. But unfortunately, the 2020-2021 school year is a little different compared to most years. With all the new COVID-19 guidelines, here are some things to know. First, students and faculty are required to wear masks at all times, whether you are in or outside the building. The mask must be covering your face and nose. The way these cohorts will work is when one group is in school, the other two groups will be virtual. The groups rotate every week, and this is done to protect our students and faculty from obtaining the virus. By having 3 groups of approximately 400 students in at a time instead of all 1,200, we are limiting the person-to-person contact and the chances of the virus spreading by a great amount. One of the ways our school plans to incorporate social distance is by having the desks spaced out 6 feet apart from each other. Additionally, from spacing out the desks, the school has incorporated one-way hallways for students to go up and down. The one-way hallways might make it seem like a lot harder to get to the next class, but the time in between has been extended an extra 4 minutes to 8 minutes to assure you have time to get to the correct class going down the appropriate hallway. Another key difference in the 2020-2021 school year is the time that we were in school. Last year, we were in school from 7:19 to 2:19. This year, however, it has been changed from 7:19 to 12:03. Although this year's schedule might be a bit unorthodox, Our all virtual schedule is a little different too. Starting at 9 a.m. and completing each class for a total of 25 minutes, the student will get 5 minutes to go to their next class and an hour break between morning and afternoon classes, ending the day at 1:55 instead of 12:03. The COVID-19 regulations and guidelines are also being taken outside of our classroom doors, as sports and extracurricular activities have a max of 500 total spectators per Governor Murphy's rules. Unfortunately, that means there will be no Dub V for our amazing sports team. Unfortunately, you might not be able to catch your favorite sports team's game in person, but here at Wayne Valley Television, we have you covered. Tune in weekly to find your favorite sports team and catch on how they were doing. Don't forget to subscribe. Although the 2020-2021 school year has not started the way we have expected, it does not have to end this way. Here's some coronavirus safety tips that you could follow to help prevent the spread of COVID-19 and potentially get us back to normal. First, clean your hands often, cough or sneeze in your bent elbow and not your hands. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Limit social gatherings and time spent in crowded places. Avoid contact with anyone who is sick. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects or surfaces. 2020 might not be our year, but let's do everything in our power to make 2021 our year.
Wow, I can't imagine being a freshman right now. It must be such a hard transition. Hi, I'm Emily Krasowski.
And I'm Brett Tomback. Welcome back to School News.
We're so excited to be your school news anchors for this year. So Brett, how's your first day of school?
It was alright.
Yeah, wearing a mask all day has been kind of annoying. It's also so hard trying to adjust to this new schedule.
I agree. The schedule this year is very different.
The school is split up into 3 different cohorts. Each student gets to go in person 1 week every 3rd week. Classes are 40 minutes long with 8 minutes of passing time.
Students also have the option to go all online or use the hybrid schedule.
I don't know about you, Brett, but Wednesdays are definitely my favorite day of the week.
I'm with you, Emily. Getting an extra hour of sleep is awesome. School starts at 9. Each class is 25 minutes with a 5-minute break in between, and you also get a 1-hour lunch break during the day.
Although the schedule is weird, I'm just glad we get to be here.
Part of the reason we do get to be here is daily health screenings. You or your parent fills out a log before every day on OnCourse, and that's how you get to be able to go to school.
You fill out, and a green box will appear at the top of your screen that will say if you are approved and you get to come to school. If you do not fill out the form, the nurses will call you down and take your temperature.
Emily, that'll be your job to remind me to do that every day.
The school sends an email reminding your parents in the morning, so I'll leave it to them.
Fair enough. So Emily, is it just me or were you confused with the new hallways?
Yeah, I had no idea where I was going. I felt lost and I'm a senior.
I agree. Here's Julia with the story.
The one-way hallways can definitely be confusing at first, but I'm here to break them down. When you first enter the school, you will see that the main hallway is divided into 2 ways with a red piece of tape. The upstairs biology wing, the guidance wing, and even some hallways in Sophomore Square are all 2 ways. These 2-way hallways make up majority of the school, but there are still some one-way hallways to look for, and they are not hard to miss. The indication for these hallways is a big red arrow that says one way. You can find some of these hallways in Sophomore Square, the History Wing, and even by the TV room. Even the stairwells are split up into up and down staircases. A green arrow will indicate whether or not you can enter this staircase. These hallways are in place to ensure everyone's safety and help control the flow of traffic. Even though these hallways can be confusing and at times overwhelming, be sure to keep an eye out for the arrows and watch where you're going. 8 minutes is longer than you think, and plenty of time to get to all of your classes.
That definitely makes it a lot easier. 8 minutes is a lot of passing time.
It's weird that mask wearing and one-way hallways are the new normal.
Yeah, don't forget about wiping your desk down as soon as you enter the classroom. That's something that's never been a thing before.
How could I forget? Teachers have wipes in front of their rooms and students are encouraged to wipe down their desks every period.
When you enter the classroom, look for a desk that is marked with either a sticker or colored marking. Each student should be socially distanced to ensure our safety.
There are even pieces of yellow tape and red X's in the hallway to ensure that you're going the right way at the right time.
If you need to leave the classroom or go to the bathroom, nurse, or the office, there's a QR code that you can scan before you leave the class.
Make sure you fill out the Google form before leaving the classroom and follow the arrows in the hallway.
Along with following the arrows, on the hallway walls, there's hand sanitizer dispensers.
Be sure to use these hand sanitizers to keep everyone safe.
It's kind of crazy how many changes are being made.
I'm with you. The new normal is going to take some time to get used to. Even back to school night is virtual this year.
I heard that. Every teacher made an 8 to 10 minute video that was sent to their parents. These videos were used as a way for parents to get to know their child's teacher and a way to understand the topics and the curriculum that will be taught throughout the school year.
Links to these videos were posted on the Wayne School website and sent to the parents through their email.
I never imagined going to school like this.
Me either, but Wayne is doing everything right to ensure that we're safe.
I'm just happy to be back at the school.
Same here. Well, that's all for school news. I'm Brett Tomback.
And I'm Emily Krasowski. Here's Lewis and Pat with your first look at Man on the Street.
I'm Justin Dembiggy. I'm Louis Delforno.
I'm Patrick Shannon.
And you're watching Man on the Street.
What is your favorite Halloween candy?
Favorite candy by far is Baby Ruth.
Favorite candy is probably Milky Way. I like me some caramel. Is there?
My favorite Halloween candy is Kit Kat.
My favorite candy is Sour Straws.
My favorite Halloween candy is Reese's Cups.
One of my favorite Halloween candies is probably Kit Kats. I like breaking off pieces of the Kit Kats and then just eating them. They're so tasty.
My favorite candy is definitely Kit Kats because they're the best of the best.
My favorite candy is York. Can't go wrong with York.
Favorite candy is Swedish Fish.
My favorite candy are Jolly Ranchers.
I'll take a medium club sub with just a little bit of mayo, some banana peppers, and I'll take a Fanta on the side, orange Fanta. Thank you.
Favorite candy is Sour Mambas.
My favorite candy, probably Twix. They're just better than everything else.
So my favorite candy is candy corn, Kit Kats, Reese's Pieces.
Favorite candy is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
My favorite candy is Kit Kats or Starburst.
Sour Patch, Mike and Eggs, and chocolate.
Favorite candy would be M&M's.
Favorite candy is Kit Kat.
Favorite candy, a Kit Kat. Best one.
My favorite candy is either Twix or milk chocolate Hershey bar.
Okay, so my favorite candy is Sour Patch.
My favorite Halloween candy is definitely candy corn.
My favorite Halloween candy is Jolly Ranchers.
My favorite candy on Halloween is definitely chocolate.
My favorite candy is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Ravioli, give me the formula.
I cannot express how much I love Halloween festivities. I'm a sucker for candy, and I love anything with chocolate and peanuts. So my personal favorites just have to be Snickers or Reese's.
I don't really like candy, but I do have an unhealthy obsession with peanut butter, as you know.
Oh yeah. As lame as Chloe is for not liking candy, and as excited as I am for Halloween, I'm still a little bit down about how different school used to be last year compared to now.
Yeah, I totally get it. It's pretty sad. I miss seeing everyone's faces every day. I really was looking forward to going out to lunch along with all of our other senior privileges.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with you on that. Starving to the point where my stomach feels like it's eating itself is not something I'm personally fond of.
I can totally relate to that.
Anyways, coming up, Stephen and Victoria will give us a sneak peek into the new stores that opened recently in Wayne.
Hi Wayne Valley, I'm Derek Sandwick, and I'm going to be giving you the latest scoop on the new and popularized way to dine. I introduce to you curbside pickup. As many of you know, COVID-19 has had monumental impacts on the way we live our lives. This includes traveling, shopping, and many other walks of life. However, one industry that has also seen a profound change is the food industry. When the quarantine first hit, the restaurant community was in danger as people were no longer allowed to indoor dine or even take out. Because of this, executives were left scrambling to create a solution to this problem in order to save their businesses. Insert curbside pickup. Curbside pickup was a genius thought because it allows people to order whatever they desired and it would be brought out to them in the safety of their car. This single-handedly saved many companies, or at least significantly helped them. It was allowed by law and people felt comfortable and safe during the process. I know for me personally, I have used this method numerous times at locations such as Chick-fil-A and Panera here in Wayne. Locations handled their curbside a little differently than each other. At Chick-fil-A, there are numbered signs at the parking spots, and you would enter that into the app with your order so the employees can easily find you. At Panera, you would just put in your car description and find any spot near the store. I think this is due to the popularity difference between the two companies. The Chick-fil-A location was often packed, whereas the Panera rarely was. A similarity between the two was that you needed to download their apps in order to place your order. And what better way for me to show you guys how curbside pickup works than for me to go do it myself. So I'll meet you guys at Panera. Just made it to the Panera location. As I said, there's no numbered sign like Chick-fil-A, and now it's time to place the order. Hello. Thank you.
No problem. Have a good night.
You too. Bag secured. As things currently stand, restaurants and other food establishments are allowed to have indoor dining once again. However, there is a limited capacity allowed inside at once. They can allow 25% capacity as of now, but things are subject to change in the future. Most places also mandate that you wear a mask until you are seated at your table. The workers and employees must keep a face covering at all times. While we continue to try and navigate through these difficult times, it is important to remember to stay safe and do what is necessary to keep you and your loved ones safe. Hopefully things will lighten up soon, but until then, enjoy your curbside eating and have a great year, Wayne Valley.
Where would you like to go?
Wayne, New Jersey.
Getting directions to Wayne.
You've arrived.
Thanks, Derek. Welcome back. I'm Victoria Puzia. Wait, where's Steven?
Boo!
Ah!
And I'm Steven Molina, and you're watching Community News.
Oh my god, Steven, you scared me.
Happy Halloween. Anyways, it's good to see you again after, I don't know how many months it's been.
It's been 8 months now.
Wow, that's crazy. It felt like my life was on pause.
I know, right? These 8 months just flew by. Corona took a big toll on everyone's life this year.
Just in Passaic County, there were 1,251 people that died and 18,975 people that were affected.
That's crazy. That so many people close to home had to go through this pandemic.
On a lighter note, as you can see, we're right in front of Whole Foods, which is one of the many new additions to Wayne this year.
I'm so excited to see how it looks. I've been waiting so long for it to open. Here's Steven with the details.
Whole Foods finally opened on September 17, 2020, after 2 years of waiting. After A&P went bankrupt in 2015, the complex was set to be the new home of the Whole Foods. It is a supermarket known for its organic food choices. They have a variety of foods from fruits to veggies to sushi to macarons. It has its own burger place and food bar inside as well. Whole Foods has been packed since opening day, and people have nothing but good things to say about it.
Not only did Wayne get a new Whole Foods this year, we also got a new strip mall coming on Hamburg Turnpike. Many new stores are coming like Trader Joe's, Ulta Beauty, The Habit, and Panera Bread. There's also a new playground on Greenrail Road where kids can go and play.
Wow, that's a big update to Wayne this year.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm so glad that there's new places to visit. I was getting sick and tired of going to ShopRite all the time.
Let's go check out Whole Foods right now.
Wait. I think we're still live.
I don't think they care.
Okay, let's go.
Back to you, Satira and Chloe.
It is so crazy how long it has taken to open Whole Foods. I'm so glad Stephen and Victoria gave us an update on the grand opening. I'm really looking forward to shopping there, considering I'm so nearby.
Up next, Victoria will give us some insight on the plans for Halloween this year. In sports news, we'll give us our school's plans with fall sports.
COVID-19 has taken away so many things from us as a community, and now it is going to take away Halloween? No. I'm here to tell you that there will be a Halloween and how to stay safe during all your spooky activities this year. Trick-or-treating is always a blast for kids of all ages, but have you ever thought about how to stay safe while doing this? First things first, you will be required to wear a face mask during your walks around your local neighborhood. The health department has stated that any costume mask is not a replacement for cloth or disposable face masks. Some of you may be thinking about how it is unsanitary to touch the same bowl as hundreds of people. An alternative to this is to have the homeowner hand out candy themselves, but that homeowner is required to greet the guests with the proper mask and maintain social distancing as well as keeping your hands clean. When you get to a certain age, everyone knows trick-or-treating is not your first option on what to do October 31st. Most people enjoy going to family and friend gatherings. Instead of going to someone's house, you can have a virtual party. This way, you will be able to have a fun time with people you love in a very safe manner. Now let's go to some of our Wayne Valley students to see what their plans for this year's Halloween are.
Go hang out with my friends. That's about it. Play football maybe. I don't know.
This Halloween I plan on hanging out with friends, dressing up, and eating a lot of candy.
What am I gonna do for Halloween? For Halloween, I'm probably gonna play soccer, and that's about it. I have practice, and that's it.
Halloween, I'm gonna go trick-or-treating. And I have a baseball game.
This Halloween, I think me and my friends are just gonna stay home and hang out and watch some movies.
For Halloween this year, I was planning on being a Teletubby.
I'll be doing anything, but if I do something, then obviously like mask on, and then I'm currently now eating candy corn because it's my favorite Halloween candy.
Wow, wasn't that interesting? Gave me some good ideas to go and do with my friends. Now remember to stay safe and have a corny Halloween.
What is your favorite Halloween tradition?
My favorite Halloween tradition is I like to knock on the door, and when someone answers, I just jump in front of them and go, Yahtzee!
Halloween party, but I don't know how it's gonna go because this year's different with COVID. Spend time with family and hang out with friends.
Halloween tradition is just walking around and hang out with my friends.
Favorite Halloween tradition? Probably costumes. It's dress up. Yeah.
Just hang out with my friends.
When the people keep the bolts outside, I take all the candy.
Goofy. Stay watch a movie. I don't know, eat some candy, something like that.
I still like to go trick-or-treating with my friends.
Go around with my friends, hanging out and stuff like that.
Hanging out with my friends and watching movies.
Just go trick-or-treating. If you see a bowl that says take one, you take the whole bowl. Don't leave anything behind.
One of my favorite Halloween traditions is probably having banana cream cheese pie. Me and my family make it every year, and it's so tasty every single year.
Favorite thing to do on Halloween is hang out with my friends.
On Halloween, I usually go trick-or-treating with my friends.
One of my favorite Halloween traditions is staying home and watching a movie.
My favorite Halloween activity or tradition is to hang out with Casimus and Regina. Yes, sir.
I just hang out and chill with my friends.
My favorite tradition is watching Halloween movies.
One of my Halloween traditions is carving pumpkins.
Some of my Halloween traditions are going out the night before with my friends and TPing houses, and usually trying to find as many parties as possible.
I'd have to say my Halloween tradition is probably going outside and sleeping next to the homeless guy and Ryan Gorat pulls up. It's a wonderful time.
When they have a bowl of candy outside and there's no candy in it, so you just take the bowl.
Just getting a few friends and going to take buckets and dumping into your pillowcase.
Give me the last slice, man. Just give me the last slice.
I'm Ryan Gorat. I'm Jake Rudd.
I'm Derek Sanderick.
And I'm Joey Fight.
And you're watching V Sports.
Welcome to this year's edition of V Sports. I'm Joey Fight.
And I'm Derek Sanderick. We have a lot to talk about today, from the cancellation of many fall sports
to how some of the fall sports have been moved to the spring season. Even though there are many different rules about sports this fall, we are happy and excited to be able to play.
Exactly right, Joey. That's too bad that some people don't get to play their seasons yet.
Yeah, sadly indoor sports such as gymnastics and volleyball will have their seasons delayed. For volleyball, their season looks to be delayed until February. Senior libero Alex Colello looks to lead the team to yet another victorious season. Can't wait to watch the girls play, and hopefully they bring home some more titles.
As far as gymnastics, their season start date was also delayed until February. Senior Jennifer Krasuski looks to lead her team to a successful season this year. Hopefully by then, things will be back to normal. Joey, aren't you glad that we were able to enjoy the excitement of football this fall?
Could not be any happier. Although football began practicing later and the season opener was pushed back a month, it is still awesome to say that they are safely allowed to play.
That's right. Our Indians are looking to rise again and continue the success from a very successful season last year. Senior captains John Testa, Gavin McGarity, and James Junn look to lead the team into having a great year. Testa looks to lead the running game along with senior Joseph Fonseca and junior Nicholas Parada. James Junn hopes to be the main target along with seniors Joey Fight and junior Gibson Nichols for senior quarterbacks DJ McCoy and Luciano Raminio. Lastly, Gavin McGarity hopes to lead the line along with seniors Jack Freed, Christian Reyes, and juniors Robbie Chet and Marco Soto. Let's take a look at what the captains had to say about the upcoming season.
So how do you feel COVID has affected the season so far, and do you think you guys will be prepared by the time the season starts October 2nd?
COVID's definitely affected it a lot. You know, I mean, we haven't been able to practice all summer, really. It just started a couple weeks ago. We've definitely done a lot of work, though. We have a lot of work to come still. We're definitely on the right track, and I think we're prepared by October 2nd.
I was kind of nervous at first because I didn't know whether we were going to have a season or not. But once we got the okay and we just got the new rules we had to follow, I think our team followed it pretty well. Keeping like sanitation rules and staying away from each other as much as possible. I think we did a pretty good job of that.
I think the COVID pandemic has affected our season in a huge way. Before every practice and lift, we have to take our temperatures, sign a questionnaire, or fill out a questionnaire. We have to sanitize all the equipment after using it. And this year, it took away the playoffs and they shortened the season. So I think COVID has affected the season in a huge way. But I think our team is prepared and we worked hard in the summer. We were safe, we did everything right, and hopefully it stays like that throughout the rest of the season.
Great to hear from our captains. Our Indians began the season with a win, defeating Old Tappan by a score of 24-13. Gibson Nichols played a huge role in the game, catching 2 touchdowns for the Indians. It was great to see how the team came together and cleaned up many of their mistakes from the scrimmage in September against Clifton.
The team then moved on to unfortunately suffer a loss to our crosstown rivals Wayne Hills in a close, hard-fought battle, finishing 20-15. Although, the team then quickly bounced back to beat the number 1 ranked team, Northern Highlands. The team performed great. The game began with Joey Fight making a nice reception and then running for a 65-yard touchdown. Then throughout the game, John Testa would score twice, with James Junn also scoring late in the game. The defense played extremely well with a standout performance from junior Nick Parada. The game finished 28-23. Good job, boys, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Football isn't the only sport taking the field this year.
That's right, Derek. Girls soccer looks to continue their success of last season as they were conference champs. Senior forward Ava Whiston, as well as defensive mids Fiona Zaku and Nicole Ritchie, look to lead the team to victory this year.
Also, junior forwards Emily Jozak and Kelsey Ramos look to have a positive impact on the season as well.
The team started off the season with a rough start, taking a loss to our crosstown rivals Wayne Hills 1-0, but then stepped it up, winning their next 3, one of those being against PV on their senior night with a high score of 8-0, and the others being against West Milford and Lakeland. The girls have a very successful season this far and look to continue that as they go on. Good luck, girls, with the rest of the season.
Boys soccer will also be taking the field this year and hopes to improve on a not-so-successful past season.
This year, the team is led by senior center James Abyss, as well as the right back Dan Klein and senior goalkeeper Irvin Zace. Some key players to look for in soccer are also senior striker Nick Canisi, senior right wing Amir Kubati, and junior left wing Christian Postilis. Let's take a look at what the seniors had to say about the upcoming season. How's the soccer team looking this year?
Looking pretty good. End of the season, I think we'll be a really solid team and have a bunch of wins.
Soccer team has looked great so far. It took down Hills a few games ago for the first time in years on a 3-game win streak with a few games left. Go Valley.
The team started out the year with a tough loss to our rivals Wayne Hills, but improved in the next 2 games of their season with a win against West Milford and Passaic Valley. Good luck to the boys on the rest of their season.
Girls tennis is looking forward to having a good upcoming season this fall. With seniors Nicole Gardino and Salam Haroon, the team has varsity experience but is also considerably young.
Many juniors such as Priya Gohill, Madeline Martin, and Katie Saligo on the team should all look to have a very successful season as well.
The team came out with a hot start, winning all 6 of their first matches, some of which against teams such as West Milford, Passaic Valley, Lakeland, and Wayne Hills. The team defeated our crosstown rivals with a score of 3-2. They won 1 singles match and 2 doubles matches. The girls look to have a very successful season this year to follow up this hot start. Good luck, girls.
Field hockey is off to a great start, defeating West Milford 3-1 on opening day. On offense, Tammy McNutt scored 2 goals, along with Daniela and Domenico scoring 1.
Senior Ashley Zarb had an assist, along with junior Jane Justin with 1 as well. With an even amount of seniors and juniors on the squad, the team is in good shape for a successful season.
You're right, Joey. Next they faced Passaic Valley and Butler, and came away with wins against those teams as well. Can't wait to watch the girls win some titles this year.
Now on to cross country. The team is not off to their best start, currently sitting at 0-4.
Senior Sean Corcoran looks to help their team heat up as he continues to dominate the races this year, finishing in the top 5 almost every race.
Sean and the rest of the squad look forward to the rest of the season and are excited to make a big turnaround and finish the season with success.
Well, that's it for this year's first edition of V-Sports.
Yep, thanks for watching. Let's now go to Ryan Gorab, who will dive deeper into the new sport restrictions and guidelines.
Under the circumstances of the pandemic, school sports have been a huge question for many students, athletes, and families. Are they going to be played? Will there be fans? Will there be a shortened season? Well, yes. Most of Wayne Valley's fall sports will be played this fall with very strict rules in play. The season for all sports kicks off on October 1st, and families, students, and athletes couldn't be any happier. However, being able to watch a games in person is a little bit of a problem. At Wayne Valley football games, there is a limit on how many people are allowed to go, and the tickets are prioritized to each player's family. The player gets a certain amount of tickets to distribute to close family members so that they are allowed to watch their child play. To make sure nobody is sneaking into the game without a ticket, you must check in at the front to enter the sports complex, where people will be standing with a list of people who have received tickets for this game. Once they get through, all spectators will be mandated to wear a mask at all times. Thankfully, for other sports that are being played, you do not have to have a ticket to get in. All you need to do is wear a mask at all times and practice social distancing with the other fans. For the athletes, it has been a stranger season for them, but they are just happy that they are able to play. It is awesome to see how hungry all the athletes from all the sports are to bring home a county title and represent Valley. Here are some of Valley's athletes and coaches on how COVID has impacted their season.
It's different because you have to fill out a pre-screen COVID form, you have to distance, wear a mask when you get to training. When you leave training, it's annoying. We couldn't do contact for the first 3 months of training in the summer when it was not mandatory.
We kind of just have to wear masks a lot more, and we run a lot farther apart, but for the most part our season's almost the same.
Same as all the other sports. We couldn't do as much practicing over the summer as we normally do, and we had to start a little bit later in the year. But really, we've still been able to get all the work done. The kids do all the work they had to do on their own, even if we work together as a team. So we've been okay.
To conclude, sports are happening this fall with many unusual obstacles, but everybody is very thankful for the opportunity to play and watch. The players and coaches are able to be with their team basically every day, hence fall sports are well underway. It is a great opportunity for the graduating class to get back on the field one last time and create endless memories.
What is your greatest fear?
My greatest fear. My biggest fear are Ouija boards. I will never mess with those things. Also sharks and alligators. Pirates too.
Fear is like either calling a parent and not getting a response and thinking right away like, oh my god, what if they're dead?
Biggest fear is probably getting attacked by a gorilla because they're very deadly animals.
My greatest fear is death.
My biggest fear is needles.
Definitely clowns.
Or like death, facing death. Like I think of walls closing in on you and you like smushing to death, or being under like ice and drowning to death, like something like that.
Biggest fear are clowns.
My biggest fear is Definitely what's underneath the surface of the ocean.
Biggest fear is drowning.
Nobody knows what's down there. Like, there could be a shark literally right next to you while you're swimming in the ocean and you wouldn't know it. There is so many creatures down there that nobody knows about, and it's scary.
Probably dying, because I don't really want to die.
Is probably when you turn off the lights and the monster chases you, so you have to run upstairs.
Probably being the last one on Earth, because I don't think I'd know what I'd do. Like, I'd just be very lonely and I wouldn't have anybody to talk to.
I'm really scared of clowns.
Oh, greatest fear is bugs, for sure.
Spiders and just bugs in general.
Going to prison for something that I didn't do.
My greatest fear is the dark.
Dark.
My biggest fear, I would have to say, would be heights.
My greatest fears is definitely centipedes.
Well, I have like a deathly fear of something called like huevos rancheros.
Milky. My greatest fear is probably dogs, because, you know.
Biggest fear is probably snakes. Yeah, that's basically it.
Catch on the flip.
I have so many fears, but my biggest fear is...
Change. Your biggest fear is change.
Wow, the attitude was unnecessary.
I'm sorry, but you mentioned it to me several times already. I know my greatest fear at the moment is not having a football season like last year.
I know, me too. As you know, I hate change. I feel really bad for the football team. It's a shame to see them so limited with their season.
Agreed. Last year's football will be one for the Bucks, and there's hope for another great season.
This year is definitely a new adjustment for everyone, but that will not take away from having a great senior year.
Well, that's all the news we have for you today. To finish off a wonderful start to our first feed, we have a great live performance for you all from the School of Rock House Band.
We hope you enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
Do I have a Am I just another kid whose feet's been shaking? Yeah, you've been running by the day you're making. Yeah, and I'm topic of fellas 'cause it's all I got. Says he loves me so, or loves me and I'm afraid to ask the question, but do I have a strings you're pulling? 'Cause the trust seems out and I know the ruling, and I'm hanging on your web like it's all I got, and I'm wishing that I never would have been so kind. So I'm not even gonna ask you. But do I ever
Hi, my name is Alexandra. It's so loud.
And I'm Arden Limerick.
Hi, my name is Alexandra Ngaro.
And I'm Arden Limerick.
And we're here with you today with
the first talk of the century of the 84th president.
That's always fun. How do you feel about that?
It's alright. I wanted it to be Thomas Jefferson, but you know, it was fine that it was Clyde Murray. Let's talk about a story.
Okay, what do you have today for us?
So, once we were just stroming around the school.
Yeah.
Stroming.
And
I was like, I'm a buff baby, but I dislike a man.
She a nice lady and she's shaking her yacht.
Ding, ding, diggity, ding, 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 diggity, ding, ding. Where's Miss Tamer?
I don't know.
If anybody ever sees
If anyone ever sees this, how you doing? How's your day?
Like, where would they see it? How would they find it?
I don't know, but like, if you do, like, how's your day going?
If anybody ever sees this, I want you to know
that we love you.
Live your dreams, love your life. 1444 84-7.
This is Alexandra Ngaro and Arden Lemprick on October 30th at 9:32 a.m. 2019.
2019. So if there's years on, and you're looking at this, hi, I'm Arden. I was man on the street.
I'm Alexandra Ngaro, head editor of the V 2019.
2019, 2020.
Best V class
I'm
ever.
17 years old.
17 as well.
Let's say our friends. My friends are Alexandra,
Arden,
my friend EJ,
my friend Julia,
my friend Kelsey and Jenna Banis, my friend Carly and Skylar.
So watch the V. It's coming out tomorrow.
And we're having a nice party. I'm like bored. Like, nothing to do. Like, it's just me and Arden in the TV room without
And I dug my key into the side of his
pretty little souped up 4-wheel drive.
Got my name into his leather seat. Took a Louisville slug at a boat head. Where is Miss Tamer?
I don't know.
Pan. Oh. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes.
All right. Well, that is all for Alexandra and Arden. So, like,
thanks. Bye.
Love you. Bye.